Yo, and welcome to WWLeeTV, and we are recording.
Hello again, sort of.
For the first time tonight, we are sitting here doing a podcast. Oh,
just
dear.
Technical whiz over there.
Well, literally a few minutes ago, I was mocking Ricky on another little podcast we did
for
not pressing record in a past thing that we've done, and
who's got two thumbs and didn't press record or something?
this guy. So yeah, we didn't press record.
I
didn't press record because I'm a melon. So, but we are back now. We are officially recording.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And we done a really good podcast just now, so we're going to really need to deliver on this one.
That was rehearsal, right?
That was rehearsal. That was to really get fired. I'm pretty fired up now. So
right, let's crack on.
So yeah, man, it's been a while since we've last spoken stuff. Like a whole 2 minutes.
Yeah. Let's just crack on the point.
Yeah, so it's been a while since we've done a podcast, so we're back.
Let's address wrestling and what's happened in this new era.
We are here to do a State of Wrestling address with all things going on in WWE. Obviously, I think in the last podcast I said I didn't really enjoy it just felt all stale and stagnant, and I really didn't like it all that much. And I was thinking about stopping, but then all of a sudden WWE have completely done a tailspin and turned it around.
The draft has really refreshened everything, and it's not just the fact they did a draft, it's the fact that they've, as you said before, changed the sets. Yep. They've just changed the structure of the show. They're a lot less McMahon
heavy. Yeah, it's really changed. We've got like Mick Foley back as the GM. I really enjoyed him as commissioner all those years ago, so that's cool. We've got Daniel Bryan on Raw.
No, we haven't.
Well, he actually appeared.
Well, he did, yes. This week,
but
he's Daniel Bryan on Raw.
He's GM on SmackDown. But yeah, it's really cool with like a changing of the guard with main events from Balor. Jesus Christ.
Done such a good job of building him up in such a short time and making him a big deal.
Straight from NXT, straight to the main event of SummerSlam. Skipping all Raw and stuff, straight to the main event.
Beating Roman Reigns on his first day clean.
I know. And that was the first Raw of the new era, wasn't it? Yes. What a Raw that was.
The first Raw was fantastic. It's not managed to maintain quite that hype, but that was an exceptional Raw.
It was so good. It was so good, and it just really let me know that WWE have gone like, right, okay, we're in chaos mode. Something's gone wrong. Let's just completely freshen everything up, and it's breathed this whole new lease of life into everything, and it's just so much better. I think the fact that they've changed even things like the red ropes, the Titantron. It feels fresher in that respect.
Just all those little set things.
All the little set, yeah. It's just stuff going on, and
the position of the announcers.
Yeah,
the Raw announcers being up on the
stage. I wasn't too sure I felt about that at first, but it works so well there, especially with the production angles they do it now.
It does. I'm happy with that, and also it gets them out of the habit of just take them over to the announce table, hit them on the announce table, throw them over the announce table. Which
they were doing it in every main event spot.
I know.
Promos, matches, they used the table, and it was like, just stay away from the announcer's table, please. So they've got rid of it. It's gone.
Well, it's not. It's moved.
It's gone from ringside. Yeah. I don't see it anymore. I don't see Cole's face, apart from when he's standing up.
Apart from when you see Cole's face.
During matches. I don't want to see Cole's face during matches.
Okay.
Looking bored.
I'm a little bit sad for like Kevin Owens just because of his whole Michael Cole thing, but he can still shout across.
Yeah, so you enjoying SmackDown better than it was?
Oh, definitely. I wasn't bothering to watch SmackDown because it was just Raw dress rehearsal, but now it's its own show. The fact that Ziggler is in a main event is ridiculous, but I'm so very happy with that.
Yep. You just got new things going on. They're getting their own pay-per-views. We were saying, like, you know, they've cut the Divas in half, which sucks.
That is my main issue with the draft, has been the tag team division and the Divas sorry, the women wrestlers. The women wrestler, those rosters have been cut in half. So we've now, of course, both titles have gone to Raw. So SmackDown's left with like 2 tag teams and 4 women wrestlers to make a division. Which I'd preferred one show to have all the women, one show to have all the tag teams, just because of the amount we have at the moment. But
it does suck a little bit because we had so much depth to the women wrestlers and new things going on. The fact they've cut them in half, the SmackDown crew, they lose out. They lose out on the story and building towards a title. But I have heard rumblings that they're going to be bringing in a new women's world title
and
to
a tag team, I
SmackDown
believe, as well.
and a tag team. So,
but that does concern me because America out. I love American Alpha. I think the Vaudevillains are fantastic, but seeing those 2 teams just fight over a title forever.
Yeah.
Because I don't know any other tag teams on SmackDown.
Raw still has come up better in all this.
Oh yeah, SmackDown, either Daniel Bryan... It makes Daniel Bryan and Shane look like they just did sort of a bad job, really, with the drafting.
It does. And I know Raw is the flagship, but they're really letting us know because this Universal title thing is like, hey, it is bigger. Universal bigger.
Oh, what's that? Raw's also going to have a unique division in the Cruiserweights as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, pilot on Raw.
Yeah.
SmackDown will get a little outgrown shirts and stuff. That's what they'll get.
Yeah. But they've got the prestigious WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
And the prestigious John Cena.
Well,
actually, in America, he is setting the world on fire. Like, he's doing all these sort of presenting jobs and gigs. He's, like, really hitting mainstream over there, so...
Well, he is a big dude. He is famous in America. But, the Universal title, I couldn't really get behind the name of it. It just sounds wrong. Ricky says it sounds like Universal.
Yeah,
like Universal Studios.
It's just crazy to think of that.
It's no prestige, but if there's going to make history, it's going to be Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, which will probably go down as, like, match of the year. And then especially if Balor wins, that's another history-making moment.
I think it'll be one of those things, like WWF to WWE, when they started calling us all the WWE Universe. It just becomes part of your vocabulary.
Yeah. So I think they can work on it, but it's going to get off to a huge deal with that SummerSlam match, and that's the match I'm looking forward to the most, SummerSlam.
Exactly. Then you've got a whole new title to start a whole new lineage with, since the other titles had so much lineage going back that it's hard to overcome some of those previous records of the 2,000 days with the title. But that's because they'd only do like 2 title defenses a year.
It's I know the WWE one has all that prestige and history, but it's got a lot of the same stories centered around it. But this one, straight off the bat, is fresh and new, so I could get behind it, especially if they deliver, which I know they're going to.
They've picked 2 good guys to go for us.
So that's going to be the main event. And then we've got, shockingly, Dolph Ziggler going for the WWE Championship against Dean Ambrose.
Who I feel has been really refreshed through this because they've got him away from the comedy. He's been quite a serious champ, but in his way, he really knows his character. And yeah, this refresh of Ziggler has done phenomenal. He beat Bray Wyatt on SmackDown. I thought they were going to, switch it up and have Bray contending.
Yeah.
Because it's Ziggler. Because you can't help it. Oh, there we go. They're going to screw Ziggler over again.
They're going to throw him to Baron Corbin.
But they've let him fire off some really impassioned promos. It's been really good.
I came in as a cheerleader.
Yes! Nikki!
Things no wrestler have said. But he made it work. That was a really good promo.
It was fantastic.
So those two are going to have a great match. I can't see Ziggler winning.
No, I do struggle seeing that.
Screwy finish.
But I kind of hope he doesn't, and then he goes for a heel turn, so then we get a proper heel Ziggler.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the way to go.
That's the way to go with it. So we've got 2 big world title matches in the same card, so I'm a lot more hyped for SummerSlam now. The Club versus New Day.
Yes.
I do want New Day to retain.
Same. As long as they're hot and popular, they might as well keep those titles. Until you build the Club up a bit, really make them a threat, I think the New Day should keep it.
Keep it, definitely. They're still hot. They've got a new serial coming out. Just keep it on them for the time being. Let the club progress, grow, and then hit them with it. But yeah, New Day to retain, I reckon.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Women's title match at SummerSlam, has that been announced yet?
Yes, that will be Charlotte versus Sasha Banks.
Cool.
With
Okay.
Dana Brooke banned from ringside.
Good.
So, yeah, I think they're going to have a tough job topping that last match they had on Raw.
Yeah.
But if they can do it, they can do it. They're just two phenomenal wrestlers, so they're just going to go out and do it. And Sasha Banks should definitely retain.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I'd quite like her to move on to someone else. Let Charlotte have a bit of a breather. Let her have a bit of a rest, because she's been, centre stage. Something ridiculous, she's sort of been in a title match the most in a row than, anyone.
I like Sasha Banks. I would have liked Charlotte to hold that a lot longer. But I do like Sasha Banks. Yeah. And that was a cool moment to open the new era with.
Exactly. They wanted to do something dramatic, and none of the other titles had sort of something they could do with.
Exactly. It was a big moment, and, Balor beating Roman Reigns. It was a good way to kick off this new era, and I think they've done a good job with it.
Let's be honest, nobody would have cared if there was a new Intercontinental Champion. That would be like, oh well.
Who's even got that belt?
Oh wait, that's on SmackDown. Sorry, Rusev in the US title. Even though he's great, it's the US title. They messed it up with Kalisto.
Yeah,
they had done such a good job with it, and then they just messed it up.
Oh god, it was so hot, that belt. It main evented a pay-per-view, and it's just gone boof, back down to the bottom. No disrespect to Kalisto.
In fairness, it's not his fault. He got given the title, and then they just didn't book him.
No,
because then Vince is like, he's a small guy. What's he got the title for? You signed off on it. It'll be great. We'll just squish him like we did Ray when he was champion. Put him against big men. Big men win.
Big men always win. Speaking of big men, one thing I am like about the new era is the... Let me jump. Is the squash matches
with Braun Strowman and some amazing music.
It's awesome. You're protecting the younger talent. You're getting these nobodies in. But James Helmsworth done a great job.
The man that Chins forgot.
Man,
it's amazing.
He had a big heart, and he done a podcast with Sam Roberts. It meant a huge deal to him. His Twitter's blown up. His indie requests have been blown up. It's a big deal for him. But the squash matches are cool, especially with Braun. I like his new look.
Yeah,
that's cool. So they've, even in the mid to bottom card, they've made changes. They're doing more with comedy again and backstage skits with different superstars.
Exactly, aren't just reserved for McMahon.
Not just reserved for McMahon's. The Golden Truth for doing Pokemon hunting every week. They're jumping on that bandwagon. I get it.
But then you've also got other people like Jericho's just ridiculous backstage promo of just I've got a friend. It's called Jimmy, Jack.
What was that name he said?
Oh, Jim Markenluver.
Yeah, it was so funny. And then Kevin Owens coming over, you got a friend in me.
Yeah.
And he's like, Kevin Owens.
That's
what I said.
Jericho looks like he's really loving this role. And him and Kevin Owens together, I'm happy for this tag team. And it gives them something to do for a while.
It does.
And just, the battles between Enzo and Jericho have been amazing. You know what you're going to get, don't you? You know what you're going to get? You're going to get it. It's just ridiculous. Jericho looks like he is having so much fun.
This is the best he's been in years.
Exactly.
This run he's having, it's long, but it's just getting better. And he's funny, and his
character has evolved so much in a few months. He's just right, people are getting a bit tired. Let's just start going in this direction. And now he's okay, let's switch the comedy. Such a versatile performer.
Yeah. He looks like he's really enjoying it, and I listen to his podcasts, and he pretty much says that. And I don't think he's going anywhere soon, which is cool, and I'm good with that.
If it does, I do hope it leads to a Kevin Owens versus Jericho feud.
Yeah.
And then if, like...
I think they could do a funny feud.
If Jericho is going out, I hope Kevin, like, takes him out.
Takes him out, yeah. Funny feud that builds serious, and then bang. Yeah, Kevin Owens takes him out.
Yeah.
Go back to Fozzy. So yeah, much better laid out matches and stories behind them. They each make sense. It's not just like this random, we'll chuck this out there for a few minutes to kill time. It actually feels what you're watching has some substance to it, story, and you can get invested in it, no matter what kind of story it is, you know.
Exactly.
It's much, much better.
It's not now, here's just a Kane match. There, he squashed someone. Right, next segment. Here's just Cesaro versus Miz again.
Yeah.
But we're not going to give them any storyline before or after. You just make up your own story.
So the landscape of WWE is looking much better going into SummerSlam. SummerSlam I wasn't really looking forward to, but and especially this Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar match.
When he was announced, I was so just like, oh, really, Randy? But then with one promo...
One little promo, one run-in, all the police and security chasing him out the arena. It was actually really exciting.
Because you're never going to hit an RKO on Brock Lesnar. You're not man enough to hit an RKO. You will...
Bam! Done a great little job there. I quite like Randy Orton's face.
Yeah, I'm enjoying what he's doing so far.
Yeah, it's good. I'm kind of looking forward to this match now. It's going to be pretty much a fight between those two. I can't wait to see Randy Orton get German suplexed.
Thousands of times.
Because he's going to get pissed off. And then
Yeah.
those two are going to go hammer and tong.
Randy's not one for known to be patient. And he does
No.
have like a shoulder thing he really doesn't like getting touched. It's just like, leave that alone.
Yeah, do not throw me on my shoulder.
Yeah, and that's going to happen.
That's going to happen.
Good.
So it's going to be an entertaining match.
So at the moment, WWE, it's quite positive.
It is positive. It's just they've hit a reset button. I'm feeling much better about it. I was looking forward to doing this podcast. Just kind of talk about how we're feeling and talk about something I actually care about and invested in instead of just being bored. It's one of the reasons I don't come on any much, because it's just like, what have I got to talk about? But it's all changed, which is really cool. Stuff going on in the news of WWE. It's not really much at the minute, but
Releases.
Joey Styles has gone. He got fired for, I think he said something wrong, like he didn't like the Universal title name.
Yeah, usual shenanigans.
Ryback's gone.
Which, you know, you couldn't wait until you finished driving to sort of do a video goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
What is it with Americans?
I
It's
know.
like, hey. But yeah, he's gone. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. WWE 2K17 that's coming out on October. I was saying to Rick, like, it just looks like it's going to be so out of date.
Yeah.
The graphics look awesome, but I'm just literally straight off the bat, you've not got the new titles in it. You've not got the new arenas. Probably some of the superstars.
Yep.
All the references are going to be out of date. It's a shame. I feel sorry for 2K.
I know.
Yeah.
Such bad timing.
Yeah.
At least once, Kane might be in the correct stuff.
You never know.
Like, oh, he is on SmackDown. He's going to make... Oh, the big blue machine.
He's always been out of date. Always. But, yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff going on at the minute. No, I posted a video the other day where I was basically just asking for you guys just to let me know what kind of things you prefer me and Ricky doing. Is it the podcast, the Let's Plays, the vlogs, stuff like that? You know, just let me know what you like seeing more, and can even give any suggestions. That would be great. But what I also said was just to let me know any sort of questions you have that we could cover for you in these podcasts, and we'll name drop you and do our best job to answer your question.
So we're about to name drop
Brett Glover, my favourite subscriber. He's awesome. He's literally been helping me out with this channel by tweeting out, you know, please go and check out these guys, and that is honestly, Brett, hugely appreciated. You're a great guy, man. So thank you for that. And Brett is the first one to post a question to my Twitter, I think it was. Basically just saying, sorry, it's YouTube, asking me to cover a question on Roman Reigns. He wants to know how I feel about it, how Ricky feels about him. So we're going to cover that now. Now, like Roman Reigns, in honesty, I don't hate the guy. I don't love the guy. He's just this.
He's just the guy.
He's just the guy. He's just this guy that floats around. I just find him really boring. I can't get behind him because I don't truly believe that he's behind himself and that he's invested in it truly. I honestly just think he's in it for the money alone. People I've looked up to in that company in the past, I get a true feeling they love the company and love the history, and they really do care. I just don't get the feeling that Roman Reigns is genuine. I don't see it in his eyes. I don't feel it from his promos. He's had some great matches with like AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, but a lot of the time I feel that his just body language just is off, and I just don't think that he's happy with where he is and what position he's in. Now, to be honest, I think he's been force-fed to us. I think it's just all too much too soon. I think what you need to do with Roman Reigns is put him at mid-card and just let him stay there for like in a few more years. While he's there, he gets as much advice and promos and ring work as he can from all the legends and Hall of Famers sitting out the back. Just let him mature and grow. And the first thing you need to do is turn him heel, because he's way too scripted. He's got, he can't go out there and just really let people know how he feels. And I get the feeling with him that he's actually got a bit of a chip on his shoulder and he's angry. So if you turn him heel, send him out there with a mic and just do a bit of a CM Punk thing and send him out there and let everyone know how he truly feels.
Because especially when he's like going, oh, I love these guys out there. They can do any sound they want. It's usually boozed, a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, exactly. He's angry. Let him go out there and vent and be angry and,
You just pick up your beer and have a drink.
Exactly. That few seconds when he said that was awesome. Just let him go out there and do that. Let him be angry at the fans. Let him kind of be this brooding, miserable guy who just moans at the fans. And I think that will really help him. Leave him at mid-card and then bring him up. As I say, it's not that I hate him. It's just too soon for me. And he's just boring as a face. But as a heel, I would like to see that. So, that's my thoughts on Roman Reigns. Ricky?
Yeah, I feel his in-ring is good. It's not the best in the world, but he's getting those signature moves down. He's working well with guys that can work. He's sort of struggling with people of sort of the same level as him. So he just needs a bit of practicing in that regard. But he's got a good moveset and his in-ring's not the worst. But his facials just leave a lot to be desired. I don't get much from him apart from sort of smugness and slight annoyance. Like The Rock, I will say he is almost better than The Rock in the ring from a physical, athletic standpoint. But The Rock just brought you in so much with emotions, and that's something that Roman just can't do. And also his promos and that are just too I'm learning lines rather than this is how I'm feeling, this is how I'm going to make the crowd feel. It's more like, oh, I hope I did a good job saying what they wanted me to say, exactly how they wanted me to say it, not just, yeah, I've got to get this point across to the crowd, and I hope they really feel what I'm feeling, and I'm going to send that energy out to them. It's just not there. And he's never gotten over the breakup of the Shield, because he still wears his Shield outfit, he still comes out to the Shield music, he just needs a completely new look. Look at his very first NXT stuff when he was in a suit, and look like a cool badass. Just give him a completely different gimmick there.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Let us know what you think. Let us know what they should do with Roman Reigns, how you feel about Roman Reigns. Because I know there's a lot of Roman Reigns fans out there who are going to be like, no, I can't believe you said that, but that's your opinion. This is our opinion. We'd love to know what you have to say about him and what kind of changes you would make. Especially like yourself, Brett. Please leave any comments in the section below about Roman Reigns and what you agree with, what you disagree with. Honestly, guys, we'd love more of these. Like, to close out podcasts with questions from yourselves. Any suggestions for us, they are all welcome to our Twitters, Instagram, YouTube, all of that stuff. One thing I did want to ask you, actually, over the next year, who would you like to see become champion on both shows? If you could pick.
Kevin Owens. So no, SmackDown's a tougher one. I think AJ definitely has a good title run in him.
Funny enough, both my picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those guys. Kevin Owens could really do an awesome job as a heel with the Universal title on Raw. I think that would be fantastic. What I'd like to see happen is like Finn Balor win it, hold it for like 6 months, and then get into a feud with Kevin Owens. Imagine those two going at it for the world title. Huge deal. But as Ricky said, SmackDown, AJ Styles, absolutely. I think him and John Cena going at it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
I think they could do a great
feud. Is just
great
not gonna
program.
end.
That has only just begun.
Yeah.
So it's exciting times.
It is
at the minute.
NXT is picking back up, especially after they've had so many people just poached from them. But they're really getting there. The glorious Bobby Roode has appeared on NXT, cut a fantastic heel promo. You've got Austin Aries has really come into his own as a heel. You've got Shinsuke's just ridiculous natural charisma coming through. And then you've got new girls coming up, so they're getting ready to bolster those ranks. That show's picking up. And of course, we'll see what happens with the CWC. The Cruiserweight Classic is just phenomenal. Especially the last episode. Jack Gallagher, his match was just ridiculous. As a guy that trained to be a British wrestler, his moves are beautiful. Daniel Bryan is literally in love with him. And he does say that. He says, is it okay for me to be in love with a man? And it's like, yes. Because Jack Gallagher is a beautiful technician in the ring. I will show this match to you at some point.
Dude, yeah.
And also Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, who have been in NXT now for a little while as tag teams, but they had a one-on-one in the Cruiserweight Classic. And it is a beautiful wrestling match. Just the moves are phenomenal, and it tells a story. So good. Again, I will show you that match as well.
Awesome.
Oh, it's just so good. So lots of going on with the WWE.
There
They're
is.
really interesting. And there's the one interesting thing going on in TNA, and that is Broken Matt Hardy.
Oh my god.
I just listened to the Jericho podcast
Amazing,
today.
right?
That was just phenomenal. Just
I think that is the best thing going on in the wrestling business at the
oh
minute.
my god, it is. It's different, and it is exciting.
It's so funny. The bit with the drone
Yep.
and at Vanguard.
We are gonna give it a soul. They promised me.
Give me my beans. My belly box is broken. Needs
They
feeding.
are our delicacy. Farmer Benjamin, he grows the beans for us.
Oh man. So is him and Jeff Hardy still feuding, or is it just literally
I think he's moving on to EC3.
Right.
Or the third Carter, as Matt calls him.
So in storyline wise, Jeff Hardy has like been ended.
Jeff Hardy.
Deleted.
Jeff Hardy is his irrelevant mule that Matt Hardy is gonna send to try and get the tag team titles he lost by himself. Yes.
Oh man, I've never liked Matt Hardy so much.
But yes, because he has taken Jeff's essence, his insides, to himself. Have you listened to the Jericho interview yet?
I have, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god, that was just so beautiful.
Yeah,
Just he has this weird character down to a T.
he does.
McMahon!
That's coming from a very real place, and apparently, he's uber into TV now and Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So it's somewhat Game of Thrones expired with these weird characters. So he's really loving it. I've never liked him so much.
I know.
He's so funny. I didn't think Matt Hardy could be so funny.
Quick to the dilapidated boat.
He's so awesome.
Scar.
It's just a shame he's not doing it in WWE.
I know.
Just imagine the fun we could have with him and Jericho or Kevin Owens.
But could we, with WWE, this is such a high risk thing to can you just give us some money and drones to make our own thing? It's like,
Well, TNA done that match with Jeff and Matt Hardy, and
Difference
all of a
is,
sudden-
they've got nothing to lose right now.
no,
And
they
they're
really
like,
don't.
oh, make some TV content for us because we can't afford to make our own.
Yeah, they done that and it was awesome. And then WWE, it was like inspired to them to do it, the same sort of thing, with higher production value, but with New Day and
Which it's kind of failed because it was higher production value.
yeah, it kind of took something away from
Yeah.
it. It did. But this is an awesome thing what Matt Hardy's doing. I'm keeping a close eye on him. It's really good fun. Yeah, man, there's just a lot of stuff going on in wrestling.
Yes.
And like at the minute, it's like truff to try and squeeze in Raw, SmackDown.
It is truffed.
It is truff.
It is truffed.
I've only had one beer.
If anything is truffed, that is truffed.
Word of the day, truffed. If you listen to this podcast, get truffed trending, alright? It is tough to watch Raw, SmackDown, Cruiserweight Classics, and you have specials on, the WWE Network without it feeling draining, but it is actually quite good at the minute, so I'm doing my best.
Which isn't good enough.
But isn't good enough. We also, myself and Ricky, we will be getting back with some challenges one day.
One day!
One day! We just got live stuff going on. I'd love to do a Let's Play Royal Rumble on 2K16. That would be awesome fun. Just kind of talking whatever kind of crap we do during that. Anything you want to do, dude. Suggest it. I'm
That's
open
good.
to it.
It's very easy.
Do you hear Lillian Garcia is leaving?
Oh, is she?
Mm.
Well, I'm not that shocked. She's been there a while. Is she doing something else, singing or something?
No, she's just fed up. She's like, when it gets to a point when you call in sick, I know I'm not ready for this anymore. Like,
yeah.
and she's like, that's just not me, so I need to go.
I know, it's like, but how fulfilling is it being a ring announcer and stuff? And like, it's not like the old ring announcers I used to use in capacities and stuff, but she's literally just like, just introducing dudes.
Mm. Myself and Ricky, I want to quickly touch on this. Myself and Ricky went to LFCC the other day. I did upload a little vlog from that day. It was just so awesome. If you're a wrestling fan, check it out again next year. If there's any wrestling guests on, it was truly awesome. I got to meet Hacksaw Jim Duggan with Ricky.
Oh,
He was one of the coolest people I've ever met.
yes,
Really nice.
Really nice guy.
Down to earth. I met Edge, which is just... Yes. No words. Literally in a frame behind you, dude.
Yay! Aww.
I know. I met Edge.
And I assume
I
Lee
look
will
like-
put that in the podcast picture.
I will put it in the podcast picture. Yeah, he's just a really cool guy. He's enormous. I look like a baby next to him. But yeah, I got in a few, 30, 40 seconds with him. Just thanked him for everything he's done in his career. And, yeah, it was a really cool minute. So yeah, man, it was a good day, that. Good day. Anything else you want to touch on at all?
No, I think that is... We're caught up to date.
Well, this
We'll
would
try
have been
and
a
keep
bit
this more
longer, but
regular.
I did not press record on the last one. We were talking for a good hour, so we've now been talking for a good hour and a half at this point.
Yeah.
So, apologies that it's not longer, but we've covered a fair bit there.
We
So,
have.
plenty to get your teeth into, and thank you again, Brett, for the question and the tweet and everything
Thank
you've
you,
been doing, man.
Mr. Glover.
Yeah, you're awesome. And it'll be really cool to get you on one day somehow with Skype or something. So, if you're up for that, let me know. It's good talking, dude. You're
Yes.
catching up for the last hour and a half. I am sorry again.
Yeah.
But we are even with not recording things now.
Yep.
So, we will see you guys very soon. As I say,
Yes.
tweet us.
Like, share, subscribe.
share,
Let's
subscribe.
grow this baby. Let's blow what culture out of the water.
Oh, fucking what culture. Get too big for their boots, damn it.
They are with. They're.
I know.
I've not been a fan of WCPW.
They are acting too big for their boots.
It is funny. It's because they're doing the mistakes that they're moaning about WWE doing completely. It's like ridiculous. How can you have an establishing show and just start having screw finishes and stuff? Just get your guys established first.
Yeah.
And then you start bringing in the storyline, and it is Adam Blompier, I love you, you're amazing.
You are awesome.
But, just slow down. There's enough people in British wrestling that will have good advice. listen to them.
Wrestle Culture is an awesome YouTube channel. They've done some great top 10 things, and Adam Blompier's sense of humour is just hilarious. But they've started their own wrestling company called WCW, and they're just going too big too quick. But one match they've got coming up in October is Kurt Angle versus Cody Rhodes.
As long as they keep it clean. Just
as
let the guys go out and do it.
Exactly. Just say, you guys go and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, well, Cody is hot. He's sold out an IPW show already, which is not really heard of much in British wrestling, of a show being sold out months in advance.
And WWE didn't think he would be big enough. Screw you.
Well, especially with this brand split, he could have been huge.
Cody Rhodes is a phenomenal wrestler, and he's the son of Dusty Rhodes. They are idiots for getting rid of him. Anyway,
yeah,
off that little tangent about WCPW. Yeah. Oh well.
Don't hate us. We'd like to collaborate with What Culture, but you know.
Oh god, yeah.
Just chill.
Well, we'd love to. I don't want to interview Adam Blompier. But anyway, it was good catching up, guys, and thank you for listening. And we will see you all very soon, hopefully, for another podcast.
Yes. TTFN.
Ciao for now.